Sunday. It's Juri Nasina. I think it's been 2 months since I made a video, and I'm so sorry about that. And I forgot to turn off the fan, so I'll be right with you. My favorite these last 2 months has been my new car. Yes, that's right. You heard correctly. I got a new car. And I went from driving a Honda Accord 2001 with 274,000 miles on it to a Volkswagen. That's right. I left my Honda girl ways behind me, and now I'm a Volkswagen girl. My car was acting up for the last couple months, and it was starting to trickle down, and it came to the time that I needed to get a new car. So yeah, the old versus new. My new car, I will have video going while we're talking. It's a Volkswagen 2013 GLI. It had a 220,000 miles on it, 300 exactly. It only had one owner previously before me, and yeah, that's the gist of it. It's a turbo engine 2.0, you know, and it is my baby. When I started shopping around for cars, I didn't know what exactly I wanted. I know I wanted a 4-door car since I was coming from a 2-door car, and I wanted to be able to pack it up and go somewhere and have people in the back seat. That's the thing I wanted. I knew I wanted leather seats. I knew I wanted heated seats because I live in a climate that can change at any time, and we can have snow, cold rain, and I didn't feel like I should be waiting for my car to heat up all the time. So that's the main 3 things I wanted. I knew I wanted either a Honda. I didn't know if I wanted to stay with the Honda family or go, you know, go out of my comfort zone, which, you know, a Honda can last for years. So you never know when you can, like, you know that Honda's gonna be with you, ride or die. You keep it on the go, and get all changes and everything like that. You're good to go. I did not have an open mind. Screw that. When it came to now you're shopping your style, I knew I didn't have an open mind. I wasn't going to pass on what I wanted. I knew I had a budget, and I knew my budget was to stay under $400 as my payment each month. But at the beginning, I was going way over. I was getting a new car, 2015. I was gonna roll. I'm gonna get all the bells and whistles and come into my budget. No. I don't know where Dorina thought she was gonna do that, but that wasn't about the life. And I knew I wanted to still get what I wanted and still have a good price. So I decided to get a used car and make sure that it only had one owner, and it gave me a good price. The first car that I looked at was a 2014 Volkswagen GLI Autobahn. It was $23,500, and the seller in the dealership wasn't really negotiating at all. They didn't want to argue the price or anything like that, and I thought that if I had my parents up here, maybe they will come down that price. They were trying to get me in like ugly 2000, like, no offense, but I'm not a person. My vibe is not a 200 Chrysler, okay? Those things are ugly as you know, beat the line, if you get what I'm saying. I'm not that person. I wanted a sporty car. I knew what I wanted. I knew what I liked. You could not push me into a car. And that's what they were trying to do. So I had to move on from that 2014 GLI. And I was like, hopefully I could find another one. And later on that day, I went to leave a Volkswagen, and I found the car I have now in 2013, and they were marketing it at $20,000 on sale. So I looked into it. I did all my research online, compared the difference between the 2014 that I had been stalking for the last 4 months, 4 weeks. Let me stop. 4 weeks I've been stalking that car, and I wanted to see what was the difference between the two. First of all, it was a 2013, 2014. The 2014 was an Autobahn edition of the GLI, meaning it had a backup camera, it had the push to start engine, push the start button. It had a lot of other stuff that this GLI that I have, that I ended up buying, did not have. And was I willing to compromise? At the beginning, I wasn't, but then again, it was the same car. It wasn't the same car because it didn't have all the bells and whistles in it. But was I willing to give up those bells and whistles? Abso-freaking-lutely. I got a good deal. They knocked it down to $19.80. I got the car at, and that was all included. So the title, tags, and everything. And I got the car. It came in the gray, it came in all the things I wanted in the car. It was fine, just that it was 2013. I didn't need the backup camera. I didn't need the push to start. I was fine with all those things. But I knew I wanted the auto layer of that car, which was the GLI, you know, system, that style. So, yeah, that's what I ended up getting. Did my parents come up here? No. I did this all by myself. I was really surprised that I was able to do it with them. I didn't need anybody to hold my hand, which I wanted them to hold my hand. I wanted them to give me the whole down payment for the car, which I did not end up putting a down payment for. I had a good price of monthly payments. I didn't put a down payment down. I did my financials through my bank, the bank here, and they gave me a good, you know, okay percentage of what I owed them to be loaning them the money. And I got insurance, and I did all these things by myself, and it made me really powerful. It made me feel like I had grown up. Since to that day of me buying it, I didn't feel like I was my age. I didn't feel like I was 26 years old. And I love that I was able to do that on my own, be able to buy my own car, to be able to afford it, not go crazy, not go so crazy on spending everywhere else. I knew I could afford this car, and I went on and bought it. What I suggest for other people who's starting out and buying a car is I feel like I waited a year going into a job that you think you're stable at. I wouldn't have been able to get a new car with the 2 jobs I had before, the garage and Athleta. Having them, no. Now I'm able to pay my own rent and have have a good car. And I knew I had to evaluate what I got outside of the while I'm living with people versus me getting my own place. I knew I had to compromise on if I wanted this car. So I decided to maybe stay here another 2 years and then move out when I'm able to. When I'm out of paying some of the loans that I have for school. So I just wanted to let y'all know that has been my journey to buying a new car. That is my April and May favorite. Is this car, and I'll let you know how I did a tour, and of the car. So I hope you like it, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Okay, Jurina Cena out.